pleasantries with the match officials. Our match referee is Tonye Timinadi. Our two umpires for today are umpire Wale Adekoya from Lagos State, Nigeria, and the umpire Kehinde Olambiwonu from Ogun State, Nigeria. The other umpires that you see with them are Olumide Akitoku from Osun State, Nigeria, and the third umpire for today is Taiwo Oladunjoye. They are shaking hands. Team Rwanda versus Team Dafabet.
We are here for match 14, day 7, between Sierra Leone, the home team, and Rwanda, the away side. The captain of Sierra Leone is here with me, George Edward Ungbeba, and the captain of Rwanda, Didier Indikubumana. Match referee, Tonye Timinadi, and the third umpire is Taiwo Oladunjoye. Let's go for the toss of the coin.
Right. There's the head, and there's the tail. The toss, it calls.
Head.
Head is the call. The tail have it. The tail have it.
Congratulations, George.
Thank you.
Yesterday you won the toss and won the game. Today again you have won the toss. What do you want to do?
We'll have a bat first today again.
What informed the decision to bat first?
The pitch looks quite like the same yesterday, and we decided to bat. So again, we'll look to utilize it again because it's almost the same condition as yesterday. So we'll look to make use of the advantage.
George, are there changes to your side?
No, we'll maintain the same team.
What has yesterday's victory done to you?
Well, yesterday's victory has propelled us to be more calm, to be more to be enjoying the process while we are doing it, because we don't focus too much on the results. We just focus on giving 100% commitment, and the result will take care of itself. So that's our aim, to focus more on the commitment, give our 100%, and see what the result will be at the end.
Thank you very much.
Most welcome.
And you heard him. We want to give 100%. I want to talk to Didier Indikubumana, the captain of Rwanda. Didier, yesterday you were very, very livid about the performance where you lost by 2 runs. What is the plan for today?
Today we come back strong. We changed the lineup a bit, so the pitch is not good for chasing, so that's why we are going to restrict them under 100.
If you had won the toss, what would you have done?
But fast, because the pitch is not easy for chasing.
The pitch is not easy for chasing, and you have made some changes.
Yeah.
Do you want to share it with us?
Yeah, Olokide will come in for Wilson. Only 1 changes.
Oh, thank you very much. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
You just heard Didier Indikubumana saying Wilson Niitanga would go and rest, and they have brought in Ochide Tuizenge. How would this game pan out? Yesterday was dramatic, ended in a 2-run victory. Are we going to see another drama today? Let time will tell. From the Tafawa Balewa Cricket Oval venue of the West Africa Trophy, proudly sponsored by Dafabet, where the toss of the coin was just conducted, and Sierra Leone winning the toss and opting to bat. We say, all right, we are set for match 14, day 7 of the West Africa Trophy, sponsored by Dafabet. You're welcome to Tafawa Balewa Cricket Oval, the home of cricket. My name is Oluwaseun Ajidagba. Super excited to be here once again for the second match of today. Team list of Rwanda: Didier Indikubumana captain, Emmanuel Sebareme, Eric Duzingizimana, Hamza Khan, Kabare Irakoze, Manishimwe Oscar, Martin Akayezu, Mohamed Nadil, Ochide Tuizenge, Rukiriza Emile, Zapi Bimeimana, and Michael Iradukunda. Team Sierra Leone: George Edward Ungbeba captain, Abbas Gla, Alison Toure, Aruna Kainese, Chenoba, George Sese, Ibrahim Kamara, John Bangura, Lansana Lamin, Miniru Paka, Raymond Koka, and Yegbe Jallo. Just one change for captain of Rwanda. Niitanga Wilson makes way for Ochide Tuizenge. The captain won the toss and opted to bat
For Sierra Leone, there's no change. The same lineup that won with 2 runs yesterday are playing again today. George Ngbeba, the captain, and Aruna Kainesi are starting things for Sierra Leone. Zapi Bimeimana from the Court of Appeal end will start things for Rwanda. A loud appeal. The captain of Rwanda, Didier, said that yesterday's loss was a painful one. And they want to correct things today. And the captain of Sierra Leone said they don't want to go back to losing games. The only way for them is up. Zapi zipping the ball from the Court of Appeal end. 2 balls, no runs. Third ball, no run. This definitely will excite people back home in Rwanda. She's smarting for yesterday's loss. An opportunity for them to have made it 3 out of 6. But unfortunately, it didn't go according to plans. Oh my word! Best catch of this tournament! Ladies and gentlemen! That was awesome! That was exquisite! That was brilliant! Captain George Edward Ngbeba is gone! I would love to see that over and over again. I am turning between picking the catch of Ridwan Abdul Karim and this catch. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We are just getting started. That was a brilliant catch. Out goes Captain Zapi having a good over. Went for it. Dived and caught that ball. And as he was landing, he ensured that the ball was in his hand. In local parlance, we call that we die here today. Agbemugbe in the south. That's what they call it. Today, we die here. Alison Toure will start things for the Sierra Leoneans. The 2 A's who combined yesterday to open batting are back again. He has to have a feel of the bowling of Zapi. It was almost going to be a maiden over that included a wicket. But unfortunately, that did not happen. Last ball of this over. Aruna Kainesi yet to get off the mark. That was a brilliant catch. Looks more like Emmanuel Sebareme That's the head-to-head. One apiece. Average runs for Sierra Leone 115. Rwanda 131. Sorry, that was Martin Akayezu of the bowling of Zappy. Now it's Mohamed Nadir. Oh, this will race for 4. Ochide to Izenge completely missed that. Alison Toure getting off the mark. Mohamed Nadir, first ball of the second over, race for 4. Alison Toure. Better bowling from Mohamed Nadir after conceding that 4 runs. He's back and better. Four dot balls for Alison Toure. And we have come to the end of the second over. 5 runs for loss of 1 wicket. Current run rate is 2.50. At this stage, they would get 50 runs. Zappy Bimeimana, 1 wicket, 1 run, 5 dot balls in 1 over, 1.00 economic rate. And Mohamed Nadir, 1 over, 5 dot balls, 4 runs, 4.00 economic rate. We still are here at the Tafawa Balewa Cricket Oval celebrating the International Day of the Girl Child, which is always observed every October 11. And the theme of today's event for 2023, according to UNICEF, is Invest in Girls' Rights, Our Leadership, Our Well-Being. Yesterday, Aruna Kainesi and Alison Toure opened the batting, but the captain decided to change the batting lineup. Alison Toure scored 14 of 15 runs. Off 15 balls, he scored 14 runs, which included 1-4 and 1-6. While Aruna Kainesi faced 6 balls and scored 8 runs. Today, Alison Toure has faced 8 balls and scored 5 runs. Aruna Kainesi has faced 2 balls and scored 1 run. Zappi is still holding his own. Up until this moment, he's got an amazing economic rate. Skies it up. No man's land. And they will make two. Easy two. They need Alison Toure to be at his best. They need Alison Toure and Aruna to form a formidable partnership. Good shot. But just one run. And it's the end of the third over. 9 runs for 1 wicket loss. Wicket of the captain. For me, Rwanda don't want to leave anything to chance. The captain said, the mistake of yesterday still haunts us. We want to limit them to less than 100 so that it will be easy for us to defend.
Judging from yesterday's game against today's game, I can say the Rwandan team have gone back, they've learned from their mistakes and they are coming out stronger. Today they are bowling more tidier and the fielding is more tidier than yesterday's game. Good kudos to the Rwandan fielding side.
Up until this moment, because we said the same thing about Ghana in the previous game this morning. Up until that 17th over of Michael Abuaye, it was looking like Ghana knew what they wanted to achieve. So there are some periods where a game will be let loose from the batting side. Mohamed Nadir from the pavilion end.
I must commend Mohamed Nadir. His overs has been clean and neat, steady line and length, over in, over out. Fantastic bowler, Mohamed Nadir.
For me, you can say that again. Very important that they score considerable number of runs that they can defend. That shot did not get to the desired destination, but the teammates of Emile Rukiriza felt he should have done better. Currently in the 4th over. Appeal. Kende shakes his head, not in agreement with their appeal. Good over. Brilliant over. At the end of The fourth over. Ten for 1. Martin Akayezu will take over from Zappi, and Zappi will have to take some rest. Martin Akayezu coming from the Court of Appeal end into his first over. Lovely attempt from Emile. But the main umpire, Wale Adekoya, is not convinced that that was an out. He wanted to pull that shot, but Aruna missed connecting it. For me, one thing has to give today, and that is a team would either get 2 over the opponent, and it might be supremacy or revenge. Supremacy in the sense that if Sierra Leone beats Rwanda, they will have confirmed their supremacy, that of the 3 encounters that they had with them, they won 2. Revenge for Rwanda in the sense that after losing that game in that bitter way and manner, they bounced back and they got their victory.
You can see the intent from both teams. They are not. They've shown that they are not here to play. Team Sierra Leone batters have been trying to hit the balls. They might not have connected, but there is an action, and you can see from Team Rwanda that the bowlers has been tight, the fielding is tight, and both teams clearly are sending us a message that they want to win.
Martin Akayezu still delivering those good balls in this over. A win for Rwanda will make it 3 out of 7 matches, and they will level up with Ghana. A win for Sierra Leone will mean that they have a fighting chance in this tournament, and that will be their 2nd victory. That's how important this game is to both teams. Good over from Martin Akayezu. 4 runs he gave away in his first over. And after 5 overs, Sierra Leone are 14 for 1. They've gone back to the 2 opening batters. Yesterday, Captain Edward George Ngbeba did not open the batting, but today he came to open batting, and things did not go according to plans. Were you surprised that he decided to change what was working yesterday? He didn't change his team list. Only Captain Didier changed his team list. But were you surprised that he tweaked the batting lineup? Maybe we should have left it the way it was yesterday, that these 2 that started the onslaught were the ones who would open batting again today.
No, I'm not surprised. The captain of Sierra Leone team must have realized that over time the Rwandan team have studied their batting lineup, and just to surprise them and keep them off balance a bit, he decided to rearrange it just a little bit to confuse the Rwandan bowlers.
New bowler taking over from Mohamed Nadir, one of the finest bowlers at this tournament. Emmanuel Sebareme appeal, but vastly experienced Kehinde Olabiwonu does not see it from the angle they are watching it from. Like we always say, they have a clearer vision, and Kehinde Olabiwonu is vastly experienced in Africa. Oh,
Little misfield,
misfield.
and it cost them 2 runs.
2 runs. I'm talking about Kehinde himself and Taiwo Oladunjoye some weeks ago passed the level 3 CSA umpire course, and before we could say Jack Robinson, Kehinde Olabiwonu got an invite to Namibia next month for the qualifier, the ICC tournament that will determine the 2 countries that would go to USA and West Indies. Talking about the 2023 International Cricket Council Men's T20 World Cup Africa Qualifier Regional Final. And Haruna Kainesi finally has lost his wickets.
Good bowling over from Emmanuel. Good line and length, and he has been consistent. It's only good for luck to reward him with a wicket in this over.
John Bangura. Yesterday he was the top performer, faced 39 balls and scored 30 runs. Will luck smile on him today again? We'll wait and see. He's been the best batter for Sierra Leone at this tournament, and they'll be hoping that he stays long in the batting crease. Good way to start. But certainly not the best, because he will want to get the monkey off his back, and that is by scoring run. No run there. They are currently in the 6th over. Run rate still below what is expected. Brilliant over. 6 overs gone. 17 runs on board. For me, you played cricket. You played cricket?
Yes, I did.
Are you still playing?
Yes, but not professionally.
When you say professionally, what was the level you played cricket to?
I played for the country. That
At-
was my highest.
At what
level.
competition and what was your best performance?
In Tanzania, I went for the invitational in Tanzania. 3 countries, Nigeria, Tanzania, and a team from Mumbai, India. Went in as a bowler, 2 wickets. I am not good at the front foot, but I am good with the balls.
That means you can bowl
Yes.
rather than bat.
Yes.
And
medium
when you
pace
bat,
bowler.
when you bat, what number do you bat?
Is it that I come in 3rd or 7, 8?
Okay.
I'm not in the middle order.
All right. Still among the openers, or you say a tail ender? We'll get to hear more from her. We have come to the end of the power play. Martin Akayezu.
But good attacking so far from Team Rwanda. They've been bowling well, and comparing this game to yesterday's game against Rwanda, as at the 6th over, Sierra Leone was on 37 runs for the loss of 3 wickets, and right now they are on 18 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. They have managed to cut down the runs in the power play, and that's the fantastic start for Team Rwanda.
That's brilliant from you. Thank you, Fumi. 37 for 3 as at yesterday. That means they are half run short and 1 wicket less. 37 when divided by 2 gives you about 18.5, and they are now on 18. The only good thing is that they still have 1 wicket short of what they had yesterday, and that's to show you that they didn't take advantage of that power play. And the good reason we can give is the bowling of Rwanda has been excellent. Alison Toure, Mohamed Nadir missed an opportunity to stop that run, but lousy shot from Alison today. No movement. Brilliant alertness from Didier. He seems to be nodding your head in agreement with what?
With the bowler, Martin Akayezu. Good line and length. Consistent. Keeping the batter at the edge of his seat.
The batter is kept on toes, not finding joy in the batting crease. And just when I said that, Alison Toure would go back to the pavilion, and I don't think he will go and have a shower. Today is gone. Just 1 run short of what he achieved yesterday.
Emmanuel Sebareme bowling from the pavilion end. Second ball in this over, 1 run conceded. Facing Emmanuel Sebareme is Lansana Lamin from Sierra Leone.
A tale of captains. Lansana Lamin, former captain of Sierra Leone. He actually led Sierra Leone to Nigeria for that bilateral series in 2021, which Nigeria won 5-1 after losing the first game. They won the remaining 5, and that was where Peter Aho set that record. And that was the competition that gave us Ridwan Abdulkarim. Now John Bangura on the other side, and Emmanuel Sebareme bowling.
Good bowling so far from Emmanuel. I also noticed that the bowlers have not given us extras. Has been tight and has been steady bowling.
That's gone. Lansana Lamin, 4 wickets. Sierra Leone, do they want to end this game on time? This is not the Sierra Leone we saw yesterday, and this is not the Rwanda we saw yesterday. For me, the task is yours. You take us straight to India and keep us up to speed about what's happening at the ICC World Cup. But quickly, the batting George Edward Ngbeva, captain, scored no run from 4 balls. Aruna Kainesi faced 10 balls, scored 5 runs with a strike rate of 50.00. Alison Toure faced 24 balls, scored 13 runs, which included 1-4 and a strike rate of 54.17. John Bangura, the wicketkeeper, has faced 6 balls, scored 3 runs, 50.00. Lansana Lamin faced 3 balls and scored no run. Yet to bat, Abbas Blah, Miniru Paka, George Sese, Raymond Coker, the player of the match yesterday, Raymond Coker, did well with the ball to emerge as the player of the match comes in. What game is currently going on in India?
Right now, it is India against Afghanistan. Afghanistan have batted in 50 overs. They were able to score 272 runs, 8 wickets down. And right now, Indian is chasing. And in 11 overs, Indian are chasing with 96 runs.
How many wicket loss?
No wicket loss.
You keep us up to speed about the top performers for Afghanistan and the ones that are doing it. That's an assignment for you. Zapi Bimeimana, 1 wicket, 2 runs, 8 dot balls in 2 overs. Mohamed Nadir yet to get a wicket after bowling 2 overs. Martina Kayezu have bowled 2 overs, 6 dot balls, 7 runs and 1 wicket. Economic rate of 3.50. And Emmanuel Sebareme seems to have the best economic rate, 2.00. 2 wickets he has to his credit. The top performer for Afghanistan in the first innings will get the top bowler for India in the first innings will also get
and who is currently doing it for India now will also get. In some few minutes, you'll get to know what is happening. To all our viewers all over the world, we'd like to say thank you very much for staying glued to watch the West Africa Trophy, sponsored by Dafabet. It's been intense cricket matches. This is day 7, match 14. Skies it up, and he picks it. That was a good catch from Zapi Bimeimana off the bowling of Rukiriza Emile. The lowest runs scored at this tournament was from Sierra Leone against Nigeria, where they scored 49 all out. And that was the game Taiwo Mohammed shone like a million stars. Is Rwanda trying to better that record of Nigeria? 21 runs for loss of 5 wickets. Will they get up to that runs, which was 49 against Nigeria, and still ranks as the lowest? Nigeria has scored the most runs at this tournament, 155, and they have also reduced an opponent to the lowest, 49. Miniru Paka. Wide ball. Miniru Paka and Raymond Coker yet to get off the mark. The fans back home and those present here at the Tafawa Balewa Kerova want to see some level of competitiveness. Not this that is currently on display as we approach the night over. Raymond Coker yesterday faced 3 balls, scored 1 run. And Miniru Paka scored 15 runs off 17 balls. Good stop from Irakoze. I'm sure the team meeting Rwanda had yesterday must be very, very hot. Good from Raymond Coker. And a good stop there to deny them that boundary. Martin Akayezu. The batting partnership, Ngbeba and Kainesi, no run from 4 balls. Alison Toure and Kainesi, 16 runs from 29 balls. Alison Toure and John Bangura, 4 runs from 9 balls. Lansana Lamin and John Bangura, 1 run from 5 balls. Raymond Coker and John Bangura, no run from 2 balls. And Raymond Coker and Miniru Paka, from 4 balls, they scored 2 runs. Kevin Kabare Irakoze from the pavilion end takes over. The umpires are saying, let's get the game going. There's an allotted time for a 20 overs game, and we must work within that time. Oh, good hit. Oh, brilliant throw. Just one made Zappy Bimeimana opening bowler. For Team Rwanda. Can they make 2? No, certainly not. Ochide picks it up nicely. Throws to wicket keeper Didier. That was a close shave for Miniru Paka. And a great attempt from Irakoze, even when he hurts. And is requesting for the physiotherapist of the team, Tioneste, to come around and help out. On your screen is the performance scorecard of Sierra Leone in the batting crease. Not impressive at all. Aside from Alison Toure, nobody has been able to get into double digits. And for the bowling, Emmanuel Sebareme, top seat for Rwanda. Zappy, Martin, and Rukiriza all having 1 wicket each. Pending the time, can we run straight to India? What's the updates coming out from that place?
In the 14th over, India is on 125 runs for the loss of no wickets.
Who are batting?
We have Raman, from India, sorry, we have Shamal and Kishan.
All right.
At the center. Shamal currently is on 88 runs of 52 balls.
Brilliant. Who are the top performers for Afghanistan?
Their captain, Ash Matula Sahidi, scored 80 runs, faced 88 balls, 8 fours, 1 6, was out with LBW. Followed closely is Asmatullah Omazia, 62 runs of 69 balls, had 2 fours and 4 6, was bowled out.
Those were the two best performers for Afghanistan.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Madam India. We'll get to hear more. Mini Rupaka, Raymond Coker. And we are glad to have Irakoze back after that little injury he had. Skies it up. But Zappi at that place would ensure that just 1 run rather than 4 is made. 1 is better than 4 any day, anytime. Appeal from Rwanda. But umpire Kende is showing no concern. And that brings us to the first part of the first innings. 10 more overs to go for us to officially come to the end of the first innings.
So far, it's just 2 extras that the Rwandan team has given the Sierra Leone batters. Very good bowling, and the fielding has been tight. Attacking field from the first ball up until now. 31 runs, 5 wickets down in the 10 over. Current run rate is 3.1 and expected score is 62.
Mini Rupaka and Raymond Coker still batting. Martin Akayezu from the Court of Appeal end is into his 3rd over. He has 1 wicket to show for it and has not given away too many runs. It's been decent bowling for Sierra Leone. And this is a sharp contrast to what we saw from Sierra Leone yesterday. Martin. Getting a pep talk from Mohamed Nadir. And I'm sure one of the many things he's telling him, please get this wicket for us. That was a great attempt from Manishimwe. I've come to notice for me most times that when batters are running in their crease, they don't glide their bats. It's a bit dangerous. You could think you're already in the batting crease, but your bat is up. And once they throw to aim your stumps, you might be out. And you'll be wondering, I thought I was in the batting crease.
Gliding the bat is one of the basics that you'll be introduced to first in cricket. And I'm surprised that most, not even from the Sierra Leone batters alone, I've noticed it throughout the tournaments. Batters don't glide their bats anymore into the
batting
crease.
crease.
Yes, into the batting crease.
We are currently into the 11th over. Certainly what Rwandans want, and definitely this is not what Sierra Leone wants. Wide ball, like we say, they've got them where they want them to be, not where they want to be. Of course, you know there's a difference between where we want to be and where we want you to be. Another wide. Martin Akayezu. You can see on his face the surprise. But like we say, is there anybody that sees better than the umpire?
Both umpires have been doing excellently well, from Kehinde Olabiwonu to Taiwo Oladuntoye.
That's Wale Adekoya.
Oh, sorry, Wale Adekoya.
Oh, unfortunately, Minirupaka is gone.
With the way the Sierra Leone are fielding and are bowling, you can tell that they might have a target of 50. Get them out under 50 because their attacking skills is so beautiful to watch.
Rwanda, you meant to say?
Yes, Rwanda rather.
While we don't want to see that kind of thing here, we want to see quality cricket where teams will score 150, 160. But if it does happen, it means it makes the job easier for the opponents. Like we always say, when you are fielding, ensure you restrict your opponent to runs that will be very easy for you in the second innings.
I'm sure the Sierra Leone captain would not be happy with the runs on the board because he decided and he elected to bat first after winning the toss.
Not only him, yes, he didn't contribute much on the board. The entire Sierra Leonean team and back home in Sierra Leone, they will have expected a continuum, and that's the scoreboard. Ramona Delakun, shout out to you for the updates. 36 runs, lots of 6 wickets after 10 overs. Batter 1, 5 runs, and batter 2, 7 runs.
That was an appeal that is not granted.
Unfortunately, Abbas Blah just came on. Abbas Blah also have not had a tournament to remember. But he's taken us away from Abbas Blah. On his day, he's a big hitter. Fall of wickets. First over. The second fall of wickets was when they were on 16 runs. The third fall of wicket was when they were on 20. The fourth one was in succession, 21. Fifth one was in 21. And sixth was in 27. Definitely this is not good. But Rwanda will say, that's not our business. Sebareme back. Positive start. Appeal by Rwanda. Kende not interested. The umpire. No run. And they go for one. Entirely new partnership. Raymond Coker and Abbas Gla. Irakoze speak up. Wasn't the best. And that allowed Sierra Leoneans to make a run. Raymond Coker just caressing the ball. Sierra Leone first over 1 run, second over 4, third 4, fourth 1 run, fifth over 4 runs, sixth 3 runs, 7 3 runs, 8 1 run, 9 over 6 runs, 10 4 runs, 11 6 runs, and 12 over 2 runs. Raymond Coker and Abbas Blah. Mohamed Nadir will be operating now from the Court of Appeal end. No run. Good stop from Sebareme. Just 10 short of what was achieved against Nigeria, which was 49. And that's the lowest score at this tournament. We don't want a repeat of that. Abbas Blah, can they go for 2? What were they thinking of? Fumi, was there 2 runs in that?
Yes, it was 2. If they are taking the first run fast, would have seen a 2 run on the board.
Just check out where Martin Akayezu ran from to pick the ball and then throw. Mohamed Nadir. Raymond Coker. What was Raymond trying to do? The ball hit him by the ribs. I think he needs medical attention.
Yes. Try to turn on a straight ball. That is very dangerous.
Raymond Coker and Abasgla have scored 3 runs from 12 balls that they jointly face. What's happening in India?
So far, so good. Indian in 17.2 overs, they are on 145 runs. They are really chasing 272 runs that the Afghanistan have played.
And the opening batters are still batting.
I'm glad to tell you that the captain, Shamar, is on 100. Faced 63 balls and has have 12 fours and 4 6. Current score rate is 158.73. Excellent batting from their captain, Shamar.
Why this is excellent from India, in Nigeria this is also excellent. This is Ikoyi. Say something about this beautiful area view.
From all the views that has been displayed, you can all tell that Lagos is surrounded by water. Beautiful state with large landmass and good water scenery. You are still live at Tafawa Balewa Cricket Oval for the West African Trophy Tournament, sponsored by Dafabet, SPORTSBOX, Sparkles, the Lagos State Government, and the Nigerian Cricket Federation. Once again, we thank you for tuning in, lovely viewers across the world. You are watching the game of Sierra Leone versus Rwanda. Right now, Sierra Leone is in 40 runs with 6 wickets down in the 12.5 overs. Current run rate is 3.12 and the projected score is 62.
That brings us to the end of the 13th over. 40 for 6. Raymond Coker 8 runs. Abasgla 2 runs. Emile Rukiriza into his second over. His first over produced a wicket. They are not giving anything to chance. Raymond still missing those balls, not connecting. And at this stage, you can't be missing those balls. Maybe you push for one and allow. Yes, he finally connects, but just one run. Brilliant throw from Hamza Khan, the best batter for Rwanda at this tournament. Emile still setting the field. Emmanuel Sebareme at mid-wicket, stopping anything stoppable. Abbas Blah has faced 7 balls and scored 3 runs. White ball, additional run.
Very rare for a bowler to bowl wide. I think it's the third extra given in this inning.
You said very rare for.
The bowlers to bowl wide.
I mean, it's the job of a bowler to bowl wide, but maybe you are now saying they've kept it tidy in this game, Rwanda.
Yes, very tidy.
14 overs gone. 44 for 6. This is not good news to Sierra Leone and their teaming fans. But it's a tale of 2 issues here. In Sierra Leone, they are not excited about this performance. But the Rwandans will be heaping praises on their players for how far they've conducted themselves on the field.
But all hope is not lost yet for the Sierra Leone batters, because they have 4 more wickets out and still have 6 more overs. A lot can happen in 5 overs, I must say. A lot can happen in 5 overs.
While I agree with you, not at this stage. Brilliant to see the umpire, Wale Adekoya, help out Raymond Coker. Lays his canvas. Lovely gesture. Like they say, cricket is a gentleman's game. And cricketers are expected to act gentlemanly. Abbas Blah. And they make 2 runs. Off the bowling of Zapi Bimeimana. Abbas Blah. But good stop from Sebareme. Brilliant fielding. The same thing we saw from Sierra Leone yesterday. The good stops by Addison today, ensuring that Irakoze does not score 4 or 6. No run. Zappi into his third over. But overall, is the 15th over. Skies it up. Easy catch for Ochide to Izenge. And that is the 7th wicket. At least Nigeria still holds the record as the team to reduce our opponents to the fewest runs at this tournament, and that's 49. This same Sierra Leone. Now they are 50 for 7. Just there for you on your screen, Raymond Coker just lost his wicket, and in comes Chenoba. A lot is expected of him, and Abbas Blah, who has faced 10 balls and scored 6 runs, 60% strike rate.
Back to India for the lovers of Virat Kohli. I'm glad to announce to you that he is at the center right now after the fall of wickets of Kishan. Virat Kohli is on 2 runs and has faced 3 balls. Live from India. The end of the 15th over. Sierra Leone is on 51 runs for the loss of 7 wickets in 15.0 overs. So far so good.
The best partnership was between Alison Toure and Aruna Kainesi, 16 runs of 29 balls. And Miniru Kpaka and Raymond Coker, 16 from 16. We are going into the 16th over, 51 for 7. Emile Rukiriza with the ball, and Abbas Blah and Chenoba will be hoping that they can make something out of this game to keep it a bit respectable. Abbas Blah finding it difficult to play Emile. Skies it up. Emile looks like he's going to do ball and cut, and he does it. And as he's walking, he's going back to the pavilion. Abbas Blah. Ibrahim Kainesi and Chenoba. Ibrahim Kamara, I beg your pardon. And Chenoba are the new batters. Not out, according to umpire Kehinde.
And that is the end of the over. Good over for Emile Rukiriza, I must say. 1 run in that over, and he had a wicket. So far so good. We have 62 dot balls.
1s, 28, 2s, 5, 3s, none, 4s, just 2, 6, none, and 8 extras. That's the type of runs. Mohamed Nadir into his final over. Still in search of his first wicket for today. But he's had a good average. 6 runs in 3 overs is brilliant.
He has also shown that he can bowl from both ends of the wicket. Excellent bowler. A wide from Mohamed Nadir.
Mohamed Nadir coming from the Court of Appeal end into his final over. More importantly, the 17th. Oh, gone! He's been trying that. And finally, Emile Rukiriza gets his wish. He is not a common person, but everybody has got his own role. And his own role is to bowl, field, and get wickets. And if there is a chance for a run out, Fumi Chenoba usually goes out in what looks more like an identical fashion. But this time around, is Ibrahim Kamara.
Good fielding from the fielder. Aimed straight to the wicket, giving Mohamed Nadir a wicket after a while in this over.
Rwanda have made it easy for themselves with this kind of runs that Sierra Leone are posting going into the second innings. But like we always say in cricket, impossibility is nothing, and there is no run that is not defendable.
"56 runs, 9 wickets down, 17 overs gone. Projected score is 66 and the current run rate is 3.29.
George Sese and Chenoba batting. Emmanuel Sebareme back at the pavilion end, not giving George Sese an opportunity. Oh, missed. The alertness of Ochide Tuizenge, who was dropped for yesterday's game for Wilson Nitanga, is quite commendable. Wide ball. Any run for now, Sierra Leone would accept. Into his final over, Emmanuel Sebareme. You want to end this over with a wicket. George Sese, tailender, but playing like an opening batter.
I'm really hoping to see the Sierra Leone batters play through the innings.
Dotting those balls, which at this stage is not needed. Just one run in that final over of Sebareme, and that was a wide. Eighteen overs gone, 57 for 9. George Sese faced 6 balls, scored no run. Chenoba has faced 7 balls and just scored 5 runs. At this stage, the projected score will be 63. This is not the score that is happening in faraway India. So let's run straight to India quickly. For me, updates India versus Afghanistan, the host country.
Right now, Indian is in 194 runs, 1 wicket down, and they are on their 23.2 overs. Virat Kohli is still inside, and the captain Shamar is still taking those runs.
Thank you. Hit that ball, but not so hard. And that will just be 1 run. Lovely throw there from Hamza Khan, the best batter for Rwanda at this tournament. Coincidentally, just making his debut for them. Having a good time here in Nigeria. Martin Akayezu into his final over. He wants to clean up the final over with a wicket to make it the 3rd he'll be getting in this game. Will George Sese allow him? Remains to be seen. Will they make 2? Can they take on Eric? This is comfortable 2 runs. They took on the opening batter, Eric Duzingizimana. And it's even wide. That's 3 runs. Good for them. The other period I told you to make a prediction, you failed in flying colors. An opportunity beckons now. Where do you think Sierra Leone will end up?
If they play through the innings, you can see a 75 runs.
You have started again.
If they play through the innings.
I wish you all the best. Now, they are 10 runs short of what you projected. Let's see how it goes. But that was brilliant shot there from George Sese. Tailenders sometimes can be stubborn people if care is not taken. You just think, oh, these ones, their job usually is to bowl and not to bat. But you might be hurting yourself. You just swing the bat anyhow and just connect. Emile Rukiriza, that we have known to be a class fielder, himself and Martin Akayezu, not forgetting Hamza Khan, ensured that 1 run became 2. 67 for 9. Fumi is pleading and begging that she needs 8 more to get to her desired destination, which is 75 that she projected. Two more balls for the penultimate over.
Looking at the way George is striking, I only wonder where they have kept him since.
They kept him where they think he should go and bat, and they were hoping that the others could do it. Unfortunately, the others could not come to the party. George and Chenoba have almost identical runs, but George just had 1 more than Chenoba, and they've combined to score 13 runs off 18 balls. Not a bad. Oh, brilliant shot there from Chenoba, but you don't do that with Hamza Khan. What a brilliant fielder he is. His assignment is just 2 on the Rwandan side. One is to score runs, and the other one is to field. He can't bowl to save his life. But when you have those 2 assignments, they are very important assignments also. Last over, 6 more runs, and eggs will be on my face. That Fumi predicted or projected 75 if they play through the overs. Let's see whether this will see the light of day. 7 runs apiece, Chenoba and George Sese. And this final over, the captain and wicketkeeper sends for helmet, and they've saddled Emile Rukiriza with that assignment. He's into his 4th over, 13 runs conceded, and he has 2 wickets to show for it.
With the way the batters' wickets were dropping, who would have thought that they would live to see the ending of the innings? Who would have thought that they would bat through the innings up until the 19th over? We thought we would have ended this game in 15 overs.
Absolutely. Based on how wickets were dropping. Final over. Let's see what they make out of this over. There's nothing. They will go for 2. This is sure 2 runs. At least we need to see a fight. Not the game between Sierra Leone and Nigeria that ended 49 runs all out. With some 75, 78, we are in for a good game. Skies it up. And that is Fumi. I'm up for you. And you have the right to smell your flowers. You got your predictions right. Congratulations, Fumi. I'm a gentleman. And I'm clapping for you now for getting it right. 75 they've achieved. And any other one is bonus. I got up and I clapped for you.
Thank you very much. I keep asking, where did they keep these 2 batters?
They just want to swing their bat because there's nothing to lose anymore. At this stage, nothing again you want to lose.
But that's the idea of T20.
Absolutely.
Because they are batting fantastic.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
Chenoba and George Sese. Coincidentally, 2 of them will still have an assignment in the 2nd innings. So the opportunity is theirs now to at least put up a considerable number of runs, and they will go and try and see how they can defend it. Skies it up. It will be gone. Yes, he is. The assignment of Chenoba is over. 77 all out in 19.4 overs. Brilliant catch from Mohamed Nadir. Ladies and gentlemen, for Rwanda to record their 3rd victory, they will be needing 78 runs. Lovely view of the Tafawa Balewa Cricket Oval, venue for the West Africa Trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, 77 all out in 19.4 overs. We are waiting for the match summary, and that is the match summary before you. Chenoba, 15 runs off 13 balls. Alison Toure, 13 runs off 24 balls. Raymond Coker, 10 runs off 21 balls. And for the bowling, Emilie Rukiriza, 3 wickets, 21 runs in 3.4 overs. Zapi Bimeimana, 2 wickets for 10 runs in 3 overs. Martin Akayezu, 2 wickets for 25 runs in 4 overs. That is the size of the package for the first innings. But rest assured that for the second innings, you get to hear a voice that we are all surprised to see. Second innings promises to be very interesting. But big shout out to these 2 umpires, Taiwo Oladunjoye, who is the 3rd umpire, but the 2 umpires Kehinde Olambiwonu and Wale Adekoya. Shout out to them. And they are looking at their time, telling them we'll be back shortly for the second innings. Area view of the race course. Let me just quickly tell you, Sulaiman Rushewe still topping the batting, 194 from 7 innings. Daniel Agyekum, 158 runs from 7 innings. Hamza Khan has an opportunity to catch up with Daniel Agyekum. He just needs 7 or 8 more. He has 151. Obedave has 121. John Bangura has 117. And Eric Duzingizimana. And for bowling, Isaac Okwe clearly leads, 14 wickets from 7 matches. Chiemele Udekwe, 13 wickets from 7 matches. Sebareme, 12 from 7 matches. Martin Akayezu, 12 from 7. Bimeimana Zapi, 11 from 7. And Taiwo Mohammed could not get today. And for the fielding, Sulaiman Rushewe, 7 matches, 9 dismissal. Godfred Bakiwayem, 8 matches, 7 matches, 8 dismissal. Sheso Adedeji, 7 in 7. And Joseph Kwame Theodore, the wicket keeper. That is it. Tomorrow, blockbuster, Rwanda versus Ghana. If Rwanda wins this game, they will have won 3 out of 7 and they will be level with Ghana. And tomorrow's game will now be we die here game. What a game we have on our hands. We shall be going for a break to return for the entertaining and unpredictable second innings.
weather brewing on the other side of the pitch. Hopefully we missed that. About to start at the quiz. Ochetu Isenge and Eric Dusungi Simana. It's really usually confusing to know whether or not to attack when you have a low total on the board. But the Sierra Leoneans, I think, have chosen to go all out. Right arm spin over the wicket, one slip, one gully, backward of points, covers longer.
Low total of 74. That means they can comfortably go at 4 point something runs per over and they will get there. So they really need to attack the wicket of the Rwandans to win this one if they must win.
77 to win. In the 117 balls. Ochi take Eric Dusungi Zimana to take strike. There's no hurry whatsoever.
Never. No pressure at all.
Quick single. Eric gets off the strike immediately. He's batted well this competition, Eric.
Sure. Eric has actually done well for the Rwanda side.
Tuyisenge launches one. Wide of deep mid wicket. And first boundary of the innings.
Very positive. Like I told you, they have really nothing to worry about. They needed the required run rate per over is meant to be 3. And you can see they've gone 6 already with 1 ball to spare.
Yeah, positive start.
This particular innings, Sierra Leone will need to take all their chances and really attack the wicket if they really want to win this one. End of first over, and it's 7 runs at the loss of no wicket. Lovely atmosphere, very windy, and the weather seems to be like cool. And I know our visitors in Rwanda and the Sierra Leonean will love this weather. They've been complaining about the humidity in their first, second, third game. Maybe this is Mother Nature coming to their rescue. Ibrahim Kamara coming from the Court of Appeal end. Cricket is a really gentleman game. You can see the Sierra Leonean helping out the batter at the striker end, and John Bangoda hoping to give an assistance. That is the spirit of the game. Can't take that out from the game.
Ibrahim Kamara from Court of Appeal end. Ochid is 6 of 5. Positive start. They're looking to finish this early.
It seems so tired.
Late court, a court of square on the offside. They'll get 2 for that. 2 runs. Not a lot of life in the bowling.
Yeah, no bite so far. And it's the power play over when you have this. It's only 2 feet outside the 30-yard circle, and if they don't do much to get the wicket, trust me, this is what you're going to be seeing. A lot of runs between the overs, and like you said, Tayo, this game might not see the 10th over, the rate they are going. Low totals can be very, 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 very disappointing, and also sometimes when the totals are low, you don't want to underestimate the side, because they can come up with so many surprises, and they will be looking forward to attack the weekend without actually giving more chance for the batters to relax. But so far, the batting has been on top. The batting of the Rwandan side has been on top of the Sierra Leone side. So they need to do something different, not allowing the batsmen feel too comfortable. Of course, the batters know that the run rate and the runs required per over is low. They're just having a swell time at the middle. I expect some bite in the bowling attack. It's played that squarely with the face of the bat covered down the long on area for 4 runs. Very well played, Ochinde. Very well played. 4 balls bowled by Ibrahim Kamara, and 6 runs made off that over already, with 3 balls to spare. The batters are looking too comfortable in scoring the runs. It's 7 runs already with 1 ball to come. Sierra Leone really need to tidy up their bowling attack. Not bowling away from the batters, also not bowling to the leg stump area, because they will definitely clip you. You have a restriction of 2 feeders outside the 30-second yard, so it will give them room to clip the ball. They need to bowl Yorkers, and need to bowl the ball short of a good length on the off stump line, giving the batsman no room to cut the ball. And if there's any attempt in that area, definitely there will be edges. Very well bowled, just as I said. And that is the end of that over. 7 runs again. And current run rate per over, Rwanda is going at 7 runs per over. You can see their chart with the one of Sierra Leone. They've actually won in 2 overs with the chart, I'm saying. They've made 7 runs and 7 runs, but 2 overs. Why the first over of Sierra Leone was 1 run, while the second over was 4 runs. Lovely shot down the mid-off area. No runs was made there. I think I will deploy Spain from both ends, and definitely, or I'll play quietly at the first 6 overs, beat up the power play, open up the field, deploy spin, and have them go after the ball and get the wicket. Lovely strike down the deep mid-wicket area for 1 run by Ochide. Happened to be the second ball of George. Very well bowled by George. That one beat. Chile stay in. It's windy over here. Weather looks so dark, and one would presume or predict that it might rain if not careful. So Rwanda will need to speeding up when it comes to bad weather like this, and you know that it might lead to DL. The batting side will now have to look at the run rate and make sure they go above what is required and lose no wicket, so that when it comes to rainfall at the end of the game, if the game has to be stopped because of rain, there will be a result by checking up the numbers of run at a particular over to decide who will win. Man in, Hamza Khan, the man who is number 3 at the batting chart table. He launches his first shot, a sweep shot, played a bit too early and to the deep mid-wicket area. He has gotten 1 run off that one. A good stroke player, Hamza Khan, plays all round wicket, all round his wicket. Ochide played that one a bit lately, and he called for one, and Azam Khan refuses to take that one with a good clear call. No. One more ball from George, and it's 2 runs and a wicket, and it's over. I think Sierra Leone are beginning to do what is required from them. That ball was...
The Rwandans are going to keep going at it. Clearly they can see the rains. They are well ahead of asking rate, I'm sure. We're well ahead of the calculations by Dr. Lewis and Stern. But they're going to keep going regardless. Ochitu Isenge, it's in of 14. Rwanda need 58 of 102 balls.
And no extra has been bowled yet from the Sierra Leone side to tell you that the main business also end of 3 overs is 20 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Hamza Khan still in with Ochid to Sienge, still in with a good strike rate of 128. He has scored 18 runs off 24 balls. 18 runs, I beg your pardon, off 14 balls. The partnership of Mochinde, Tursenge and Hamza Khan is 5 runs off 3 balls, gradually building. As you can see, at 3 overs, Sierra Leone are on 9 runs at 3 overs. Rwanda is on 20. Lovely chat there. Thank you for bringing that back, for bringing that to us from the technical room. A good push from Azarkan. Very good push there down to the points area. Find out that the fielder there is actually on a flat foot. They took that one quickly. Even when you know that the required run rate is 3 runs per over, the man has decided to take a run of that. They really want to end this very quick and go have a nice time. Calling it a day. Oh. It seems that we go, then go. And they're taking, how many for that? They're taking 3 runs for that. Good running between the wicket, clear calls, and very well played. Hamza Khan played that one a bit late between the second slip area, and LEONE is not using the third man. It's still at the restricted over part of the power play. They decided to use a long on and a deep mid wicket. Let's play the same shot this time around. If station the fielder at the gully area, but they still take 1 run. Good thinking, captain, adjusting the field per ball. Ibrahim Kamara bowling from the Court of Appeal and has actually bowled, delivered 3 balls and has conceded 4 runs. 3 balls yet to come. Oh, the missed call. A call there was not clear, and Ochide decided to run. Hamza Khan wouldn't make any attempt at running with him. Got back to his crease, and Ochide has been run out finally by the keeper John Bangura. It's 2 wickets down now from the Rivanna side. 25 runs on board at the loss of 2 wickets in 20 overs. So far, the current run rate is 7 runs per over. Required is 3 runs. Ochinde walking down the aisle. LEONE would like to win this. They have their first victory yesterday, and they would love to win this. They are actually currently at the bottom of the table, looking for a way to struggle down to the top. Didier from the Rwanda side is walking in replacement of Ochinde, player with the jersey number 99. The atmosphere is getting really dark and dark. It's becoming threatening, but not as bad to be called a bad light yet. And a drop catch by Ibrahim Kamara. How can you do that in such a situation? He bowled the ball to Didier, the man who just walked in, and a return catch, and he dropped it. And those are the wickets that brings about change in any situation that is as bad as this. A game changer. He just dropped it. I remember his statement. I said, "You just dropped the World Cup." And it's end of the 5th over with with 5 runs in that over and a wicket by Ibrahim Kamara. From the first, the chart is telling us from the first to the 5th over, Rwanda has actually topped up. Wonderful performance by beating Sierra Leone over per over. Good defensive one from Hamza Khan. Very good defensive. It's not in a hurry. You can see them. The ball is always in their court. A low total for them to chase. And one was played down through the cow corner for 2 runs. Good shot by Hamza. Those shots are very rare in the games. It takes a player with a big heart and a good height to play the shot down the cow corner. Oh, it stepped out. It got hooked, but didn't stop. Oh, it's good to see foot movement. Anyway, a shot total, and with wicket at hand, batters will always want to bat freely. Yeah, and that's one quick one off that ball of George. 3 balls to come. And that one being played down the long off area for 1 run. Didier has finally gotten his first run of 3 balls. Two balls to come from George Edwards. Just a little touch by Hamza Khan of that 4th ball, and no run down the point area. Another one being played a bit square drive, and no run also was made of that ball, and it's end of over. George Edward very well bowled, very well delivered. A good shot played by. Oh, it went under that one. Sweeping it down to the deep middle area. It's not at the boundary yet. Ball just sank into the field there and waited there. And 3 runs was made of that one. Very good shot. Well played, Didier. That's taken his individual score to 4 runs, to 6 runs, to 4 runs and 4 balls. Very lovely played by Didier. Good eyes, good timing. And that will be the 3rd over of Ibrahim Kamara, who has considered 15 runs in the first 2 overs. His 3rd over, the first ball has gotten 3 runs. He swiped that one and missed it. Man still in, dot ball, 2nd ball. Sierra Leone can't wait to finish the power play so that they can extend the field to give them better chances of moving the field. soft hands. They have nothing to worry about. Definitely nothing to worry about. Hamza Khan and Didia, they've been on top of the game so far. They've been going 5 runs per overs, while 3 runs is required. You can imagine that kind of mindset when batting, knowing that you're on top of the game. A good square cut there in between point and covers, and that is racing down to the boundary. It didn't get there. They've taken 2 comfortable runs, and 2 balls will be remaining in this over. Shewan Dagba will be joining me at the end of this over. Same shot repeated, no run there. 1 ball to come. Very well bowled by Ibrahim Kamara, and the field close up for that one. It's end of the end of the 6th over, and also end of the power play ace for the 34 runs and a loss of 2 wickets after 6 overs. Welcome, Mr. Shewan Dagba.
Thank you very much, my brother, my colleague Tamuno John, former assistant coach of the senior national team and former assistant coach of the under-19 team to Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. And that's the batting lineup of Rwanda. Ochide Tuizenge run out after facing 16 balls, scored 21 runs, which included 3 fours, with a strike rate of 131.25. Eric Duzingimana failed to have joy in the batting crease, just 1 run of 3 balls. And batting is Hamza Khan and Didier in the Kubumana. Didier was dropped by Ibrahim Kamara, 8 and 4 respectively. Tayo Shewale, former under-19 captain, is back. Reverse shot, or what is that shot that Didier was trying to
be inventive? I quite like it. I think we've all come here to be entertained, so it's somewhat refreshing to see batters try to be creative.
We've been thanking Dafabet as our sponsor, but our biggest sponsor is our creator, God Almighty, who has given us a perfect weather. At some point in time, it was looking like this will end in DLS. It was a bit cloudy, you saw it, but there seems to be some normalization in the weather.
Yes, I did see it, and the Rwandan batters also saw it, which is why I think they went hard during the power play. 35 for 2 after 6 shows you positive intent. Of course, you lose wickets when you go hard, but it's only 20 overs.
Absolutely. George, captain. See, Hamza Khan by now should be ahead of Daniel Agiekum of Nigeria in the batting lineup and should move to second behind Sulaiman Rushewe. They go for 1 run.
Good running, good awareness. It's all about rotating the strike. It's all about getting runs, not necessarily swinging your bat hard, trying, the scoops and the sweeps. Sometimes simple, proper cricket shots do the trick.
You're absolutely correct, Tayo. I'm sure you followed up on yesterday's game. The way Sierra Leone played was as if their life depended on that game. They gave it their all. But today has not been what we expect of them. There's not been any continuity in their performance.
Clearly, another dot ball to end the over. 38 for 2.
They ruined that miss yesterday. You could see from the look of Captain Didier. You can imagine a game you lost by 2 runs in the final over, and more importantly the last ball. It was an opportunity for them to move closer to Ghana and then hope that Ghana suffers another defeat the following day, which they eventually had today, and that they could have just gone up. But it's still delicately poised for that second position slot. If Rwanda wins today, they will be level with Ghana. We don't now know what the net run rate will be, but you can see on your screen this is absolutely brilliant. Makes tomorrow's game very, very interesting, because it will now be who wants it the most.
Very, very interesting indeed. And you know, the Sierra Leoneans played out of their skin yesterday. I think it takes a lot out of you physically and mentally when you beat a somewhat stronger opponent. And I don't think they've had enough time to refill and refuel their tank. That said, Rwanda will be ruining missed chances, but they've come back here today stronger, and that's why they're not leaving anything to chance. You know, they're batting properly. They bowled really well. Zappi and the rest of the bowling attack have been good. And now the pocket dynamite Hamza Khan. It's just doing the easy things. Drive, square of the wicket, easy double. Currently scoring at 5.3. Asking rate is less than 4 and over. Sean, what's your take on the field placements of the Sierra Leoneans? Not much to defend, and it looks like they've all receded to the boundary. You think this is a good strategy?
Absolutely. You know what this does is you turn what looks more like 4 runs or 2 runs into 1 run. That is, if you have done the needful by picking the ball very well. You know, we have always said it that the basics remains the basics. Body behind the ball, you bend and pick and throw, and then this is more like an attacking field, not giving the batters the room to exploit opportunities that come their way.
And just as you say that, run out affected Hamza Khan. His strike partner hit the ball to shot mid on, and it took off even though the call was no.
But Tayo, I just want to ask you, you saw how Ochide Tuizenge got out. He was so distraught with Hamza Khan. Hamza Khan stuck in his crease like, I'm not going anywhere. So if they're going to issue any outs, it has to be you, Ochide. And the same fate befell Hamza Khan.
Yes, it's the same fate. It takes 2 to run. So if you're ready to run but your partner says no, you have to stay put. Communication is essential. And in both cases, I actually don't think there was a need to risk, you know, your wicket for a single. It's a low total that you're chasing, literally less than a run a ball, and you're home safe. So I think that he will look back at it and say this was a rush of blood.
But you can safely say it's still their game to lose, Tayo.
It's still theirs to lose. They're well on top. If they lose wickets every 10 runs, they will still win this.
In comes jersey number 18, Manishimwe Oscar.
Oscar Manishimwe joins skipper at the crease. You can see the bowling there. Edward Ngeba and Ibrahim Kamara. 4 overs each. 21 runs each. No wickets for 1 wicket for Edward Ngeba. And the 2 others have been run outs of Amza Khan and Ochi Tuyisenge. Lovely cut. I think it's going to be 1. Usually very difficult at this stage for a skipper to decide whether to set attacking fields or defensive fields. You almost have to commit to one. Still taking the risky singles, I see.
That was the player of the match yesterday. Had a brilliant game. Raymond Coker. Is into his first over.
Oh, lovely dab. Fine to third man. They get an easy 2. It's too easy for the Rwanda batters at the moment. The only inconveniences they have, they are causing for themselves by taking this suicidal singles.
You could say that again. Raymond Coker yesterday with an economy rate of 3.00, 3 wickets, 12 runs in 4 overs.
I have a big problem with the way that the Rwandans have gone about this field sets. If you leave everyone on the fence, they're going to take easy singles and 2s to you. You're going to lose the game anyways. You should give yourself a fighting chance and attack. And if you lose, at least you go down fighting.
So you expect to see what from them?
I expect to see more men in the field on the singles, force the Rwandans to hit big, and then have men at long on, long off, bowl it straight. Of course, I've won at mid-wicket, but everything else should be inside of the ring. You should be putting them under pressure. If they want to run the singles, force them to do it. You can't give them easy runs this way. Like, look, between the man at gully and the man at backward points, between the man at backward point and the man at cover points, acres of space there. And you will see the man try to dab it there. There's no one at square leg. There's no one behind square on the leg side. So if you go on the wickets, it just runs everywhere. You have a long on, no long off. There's no no mid off, no mid on as well. Easy singles.
And anything to the back and he pulls
Like
it.
that's it right there. It's a
Yeah.
single. It's too easy. Now they run 2. Too easy. You should be making it difficult to get that single.
And so you can see the complaints of Tayo, Lamin, Raymond Coker, and Ibrahim Kamara.
Looks like they're just playing it out. They're just waiting to lose.
And they just want to make it easy for Rwanda. Rwanda are also looking for increase in their net run rates. Because if they win, say by 7 wickets, that would definitely increase their net run rates.
No, they have to win it quickly. They have to win it with a lot more overs to spare. They have wickets in hand. Wickets really don't matter. See, easy single there.
Yeah, while I understand that also, I also feel that it's very imperative that with your wicket in hand, and then you also win with lots of overs to spare, that can jack up your net run rate. Mini Rupaka coming from the Court of Appeal end. In spite of what do we call 77 runs? Can we call it poultry?
Oh, I'm sure that I've said this a couple of times before, but 77 to win in the T20 International is paltry. It is below par, however way you choose to look at it.
My reason for this is, in spite of that, they are still, causing Rwanda to have some headache.
No, I wouldn't call this a headache. I think that the Rwandans are batting aggressively and, for want of a better word, are being a little bit carefree because they expect to knock off these runs easily. It's only a question of when, like how quickly can we do it. And if this was, if they didn't need to improve their net run rate and they wanted to win this without the loss of wickets, they would have batted differently. But you can see that they are going at it really, differently, positively.
Mani Shimwe and Didier, the captain wants to take the responsibility and lead his team to victory. 10 overs gone. So we are looking at the net run rate increase. Now look at it now. 10 overs gone, 53 runs for loss of 3 wickets. They need 25 runs in 60 balls. Where do you think they should be by now if they are to increase this? You can see that Ghana have a deficit. They don't have a deficit.
Yep.
So if they win, they are likely to go above Ghana.
They will definitely go above Ghana. And so I think they're fine. They will never catch Nigeria. Not on points, not on net run rates. But I think they want to play themselves to a point where, in the event that they lose another game, they still have a decent net run rate.
No, reason I'm saying this, Tayo, is with what you saw and with the way it's turning out to be, like we say, impossibility is nothing in the game of cricket. There's nothing to suggest that Sierra Leone can still win. Raymond Coca is coming from the pavilion, but we're saying in the space of Rwanda winning,
lovely cuts,
it will be in their hands.
Backward of points, and they run two.
Yeah.
They run two easily.
Yeah, it will be in their hands because tomorrow is now a blockbuster. Ghana versus Rwanda. It will now be, I'm just projecting, I'm not saying that is how it is, battle of two teams that have won 3 matches, and that is more like a tiebreaker.
See my point about the easy singles. You can literally play forward defensive now and run. Shouldn't be happening. If I'm the fielding captain, we should be smothering all of this.
They are dabbing it too easily. The opportunities are just there for them.
You're not putting them under any sort of pressure. You're not making them try to do things that they would ordinarily not do. And just look again. Now this is, if they won, they would run 2.
But it's Alison Toure. Very good at his crafts.
Very good arm.
Tayo, you made mention of something very instructive, and I want to pick you up from there. We all know that this team batting and the team that just finished their game some hours ago, that have made it 7 out of 7, Nigeria will join other 5 countries in Namibia for the International Cricket Council 2023 men's T20 qualifier. Namibia host country, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, Zimbabwe and Uganda. What are the chances of Nigeria? This is supposed to be a preparatory game for that tournament. What are Nigerian chances?
I mean, as you know, I'm a huge fan of the Nigerian team and of Nigerian cricket. But I also like to be realistic. We haven't played a lot of cricket in the last year or so. Many of these teams, you know, I've had the pleasure of watching over the past year. They have sort of made giant strides in their development. I think that is going to be a tough ask of our team to go out there and clinch the ticket. A win for me coming back from that competition would be us having been competitive. You know, it would be having played good cricket, having taken teams close, hopefully win 1 or 2 games. But I'm not expecting us to go there and qualify for the World Cup. I think it will be underestimating the quality at that level. It will be overestimating our own readiness and level of preparedness.
You just said Tayo. Go there and give it a fight. And in giving it a fight, anything could happen. When the female national team of Nigeria in June were going for the 9th Kwibuka Women's T20I tournament, a lot of people never saw it coming. That teams that were ranked higher than them, the likes of Uganda, the Victoria Pearls, Kenya, Rwanda, Nigeria inflicted defeats on all of them. In actual fact, they inflicted the first loss of year 2023 to Uganda before they eventually lost the final against Rwanda in that explosive competition. So who says anything cannot happen? While we know what Zimbabwe, Namibia, the stuff they are made of, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, if Nigeria applies themselves well, they have an opportunity.
$61 for 3 after 11.5. Rwandans inching gradually to another win. A win that would take them above Ghana in the rankings and set up a tantalizing encounter tomorrow between those two teams as they look to challenge Nigeria. 61 for 3 in 12. Didier in the Kubimana. 17 off 24. Oscar Manishimwe 10 off 11. Leading their team to certainly to victory at this point, Sean.
He has to put up that captain's performance. He was very upset about yesterday's performance, saying everybody did not do their job, that if you had done our job, there was no way we would have lost that game by 2 runs. Now the opportunity beckons. They need 17 from 48. Very, very easy at this stage.
Raymond Coker from the pavilion end. Oscar Manishimwe looking to flick it to the vacant acreage on the leg side.
And the way they run, sometimes you be wondering what's chasing them in that batting crease. It looks like they are primed for a run out at every point in time.
Yeah, we've seen 2 of those. We've seen 2 needless runouts.
What you are still seeing is match 14, day 7 of the West Africa Trophy, sponsored by Dafabet. And we will not fail to thank our other sponsors, SPORTSBOX, Sparkle, Lagos State Government, and Nigerian Cricket Federation. The crescendo of this competition ends this Sunday, and from Saturday and Sunday it will be cricket at its best, with a blend of entertainment. Everywhere will be buzzing. They turn 1 into 2, and they turn 2 into 3. This is totally unacceptable, and Tayo, it's a sharp contrast to what happened yesterday.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's possible that the Sierra Leoneans gave everything, figuratively and, and literally, and they have nothing left to give today. I think the rest, the day before, that did them a world of good.
And from what looked like a catch, they were almost going to be taking 2 runs. And I listened carefully to the captain of Sierra Leone, George Edward Ngbeba, who said this looks like a preparatory tournament for them for the continuous postponed African Cricket Association competition, which should have happened in Nigeria.
End of the over, 67 for 3 after 13. Rwanda need 11 off a lot of balls. With a lot of wickets in hand. This is slowly and painfully inching towards a Rwanda victory.
Absolutely. What is required was 1.57, and they are on 5. 11 runs in 42 balls. We expect that these 2 will finish this game.
That's the expectation.
And something they should finish before, like in the 15th over maximum.
Drive through the covers by Didier.
Am I asking for too much, Tayo? I was thinking that all other things being equal, by the 15th over, we should be done with this game based on what is required of Rwanda.
Well, if they keep scoring at a run a ball, then they'll only lead 10 more balls. So yes, you're right.
And the various openings that even the Sierra Leoneans are presenting the Rwandans would give them the chance to continue to score runs.
Yeah, I think that the Sierra Leoneans will sit down and look at their tactical approach to this innings and see what they could have done differently. And just as we say that, a gift of a wicket, as Didier just passes it back to the bowler, smiles all around. When the bowler is struggling to believe it, he finds it so funny.
He's been wanting to do this all day. In actual fact, I was surprised to see Didier score this number of runs, because as early Didier should have been gone
from a bowl and cut. They dropped him, Ibrahim Kamara. He could have played up to 3 runs, but they gave him more like a second and a third life. And you can see from the discussion, even the wicket keeper John Bangura dancing away, enjoying the vibes of the music.
What can you do at this point?
I can't come and kill myself. Before the new batter comes in, looking like Sebareme. Let me quickly allow Fumi to tell me what's happening in India between India hosts and Afghanistan. What's the scoreline? Fumi, tell us what's happening in India.
I'm happy to tell you that Indian has won the game. 273 runs was gotten in the 35th over of the game with loss of 2 wickets. The captain, who scored 131 runs, was bowled, and Virat Kohli was not out.
With how many runs?
Virat Kohli faced 56 balls and scored 55 runs.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, India. 2 out of 2. In comes Emmanuel Sebareme. Had a good first innings with the ball. I know Tayo supports South Africa or England.
I support good cricket.
Tayo, don't do this. I'm begging you, please.
Over the last few years, I've enjoyed watching the England limited overs teams.
So let me just put you on the spot. Who wins the World Cup?
I think that India have a strong side, and they're always one of the favorites going into any World Cup. And if you add that to the fact that they're playing at home, I think my money, if I were a betting man, my money would be on India.
Your money will be on India. 7 rounds left for Rwanda to make it 3 wins from 7 matches. And if they do, they leapfrog Ghana. By now, Ghana will be palpitating their hearts. They'll be hoping for a miracle somewhere that Sierra Leone would do them a favor.
I've seen a lot of debris between the West African nations. Almost always no love lost, no quarter given, no favors done. I am 100% sure that no Ghanaian here was expecting a Sierra Leonean favor. It simply doesn't happen. You remember when the Nigerian under-19s qualified for the World Cup?
Who did that draws? Qualifying for the very first time, you pit us in the group of former champions.
They're going to push for 2 here. Is he going to make it? Good run in.
So that group we were pitted, it was a group of life. England, Australia, and I think West Indies. It was so difficult.
Umpire says no. Yes, I remember that World Cup, Shion. Out over in Kimberley, South Africa.
too many openings, too many opportunities for this Rwandan side to take advantage of, and I just hope this can end in this over. 4 runs needed to win.
He tries to end it, and I think it's gone. Commentator's curse. Sean, you did that.
No, I'm saying we hope he could end it, but he decided to end his batting innings. Emmanuel Sebareme.
At least something ended. That was what you asked for.
Yeah, something
you
ended.
weren't specific.
One way or the other, something ended. And that was a brilliant catch. That was a brilliant catch. And you can see the look of Sebareme dejected. Sebareme was caught by George Sese, the tallest player in their side. And in comes Mohamed Nadir, left arm bowler, but now is a left hand batter, coming to join Oscar Manishimwe.
Mohamed Nadir gets his chance to be a hero, hit the winning runs. I hope the cameras are ready.
Can this be taken to the 20th over? I think I'm high on water.
Sean, I think you need some rest.
Absolutely. But unfortunately, that rest will come until Friday, where we'll pause again before we restart again for Saturday and Sunday. Raymond Coker, from one left arm bowler to a left hand batter.
4 runs needed in 32 balls. No pressure on the batter. No pressure on the bowler as well. What's done is done.
Yeah, like they say, it's gone. But Tayo, with maybe a 120, you think this will have been a very, very close game, and they will have made it difficult for Rwanda. Though they couldn't even score 110 yesterday, they ended up on 107.
Yeah, I think 120 would have been more competitive. Considering they're even chasing this, they're still scoring at 1 per over. 1 per ball, rather. I think with a little bit of scoreboard pressure, we could have seen something different.
15 overs gone, 5 more overs to go. 4 runs to win. Impossibility is nothing.
Not today, show.
Alusin Toure from the Court of Appeal end. Slaps the ball. Three more runs. No protection, and this is looking like the over, that everything will come to a halt. And ladies and gentlemen, are we there yet?
I believe we are.
We are. Congratulations, winning by 5 wickets.
in 15.2 overs. Yesterday, there was smiles at Magburaka, Kabala, Moyambo, Potloko, Koidu, Kenema. But today, people like Steve Musale, President Rwandan Cricket Association, will be excited, as well as close to 13 million people in Rwanda. And I'm sure they will be popping champagne in Kigali, Kibungo, Ramagwara, Kikukiro, Iyamagabe, Gisagara. Excitement everywhere as they have now made it 3 wins from 7 matches. The match summary for the first and second innings: Sierra Leone batted first, scored 77 all out in 19.4 overs. Chenoba 15 runs from 13 balls. Alison Toure 13 runs from 24 balls. Raymond Coker 10 runs from 21 balls. But the bowling, Rukiriza Emile 3 wickets, 21 runs in 3.4 overs. Zapi Bimeimana 2 wickets for 10 runs in 3 overs. Martina Kayezu 2 wickets for 25 runs in 4 overs. And for the Rwandans, Ochide Tuizenge 21 runs on 16 balls. Didier Indikubumana 20 runs from 29 balls. Manishimwe Oscar 19 runs from 19 balls. And for the bowling, George Edward Ngeba 1 wicket for 21 runs in 4 overs. Raymond Coker 1 wicket for 18 runs in 4 overs. And Miniru Paka 1 wicket for 14 runs in 3 overs. And Rwanda win by 5 wickets. That's the size of the package. Rwanda have jumped to second position with a better net run rate 0.261, won 3, lost 4, and have 6 points. Nigeria are topping 7 out of 7 with 14 points with a net run rate of 2.545. Ghana have dropped to third with their net run rate minus 1.039. They've won 3 also and lost 4 and have 6 points. But Rwanda have made better net run rate. And Sierra Leone are last on the log. Played 7 matches, won 1 and lost 6, and they have 2 points. Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the post-match presentation. But tomorrow promises to be explosive. Rwanda versus Ghana. 2 teams that have 6 points, but one has a better net run rate.
Once again, you're welcome back to the Tafawa Balewa Cricket Oval venue for the West Africa Trophy, proudly sponsored by Dafabet. What an entertaining game we just saw between Rwanda and Sierra Leone. Match 14, day 7 of this competition, with Rwanda getting back after that yesterday's loss, winning by 5 wickets. Congratulations as they go second on the log. I'll now call on the captain of Sierra Leone, George Edward Ngbeba. George, headlines, it was as if you gave it all yesterday and had nothing in the tank today. What happened?
Well, we are looking towards the commitment that we'll give. We spoke about it yesterday that we should continue giving the 100% commitment and put up the hard work, and the result will take care of itself. So we are not too bothered about the results because this is a trial for us, and this is a series for us to prove ourselves, to work out our strategy for the ACA tournament, which we are preparing ourselves for.
All the best in your preparation.
Thank you very much.
Well, you just heard George Edward Ngbeba. The result does not matter. It's a preparatory tournament as we look forward to the African Cricket Association. Yesterday, there was no smile on his face, but I'm sure you'll be excited now. Talking about the captain of Rwanda, Didier Ndikubumana. Didier, congratulations. Today was really comfortable victory for you.
Yeah, today we feel tired because the wicket is not good, so we restrict them in the low score. That's why.
Now, Didier, 2 things you achieved today. You defeated Sierra Leone and you moved second on the log in the standings. How excited are you?
We are happy because now we want to come strong than the rest of the games we played. So the next games will come strong. So we are happy for the result of it today. Yeah.
But before I let you go, in Rwanda, you always say, even if I don't mention your name, from Nadi Mohamed to Emilie Rukiriza to Emmanuel Sebareme, Coach Libut, Didier, if I don't mention your name, I will say Kuchi, Utafuga, Zinia Yange. I'm sorry about that, but congratulations once again. Tomorrow is a blockbuster against Ghana. What is the strategy?
Yeah, today is a big game for us, so we come strong than the rest of the games we played. So today is do or die games, so we come strong. Yeah.
Thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you.
You just heard him, Didier Ndikubumana. Today was do or die. We needed to correct the wrongs. Tomorrow we come back strong for that blockbuster game against Ghana. Both teams have the same points, but Rwanda have a better net run rate. My player of the match, ladies and gentlemen, with a bowling statistics, 3 wickets, 21 runs in 3.4 overs, an economy rate of 5.73, Emilie Rukiriza. To help me do the presentation is the third umpire for today, Taiwo Oladunjoye. All right, Emile, congratulations on your player of the match.
Thank you so much.
How excited are you?
I'm very excited. Honestly, I'm very happy taking the player of the match for today. And I would like to firstly thank my teammates for helping me. They are always there supporting each other. Yeah, I would like to thank them.
What a way to bounce back. And tomorrow is a blockbuster. You are ready for that also?
Yeah, very ready. It's a must-win game for us. Yeah, we're very ready.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You just heard Emilie Rukiriza saying thank you to all my teammates for always backing me. We had to come back strong Yesterday, there was no smile in Gisagara. There was no smile in Kikukiro. There was no smile at Gahanga. There was no smile in Kigali. But I'm sure people like President Paul Kagame